Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. And they're able to get him down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. At the 30, the 10, all the way, touchdown, Mississippi State. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And they're not on the same page there.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Handoff, Caden Durham. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air. It's Levin. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He gets a block. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's a give to Bothwell. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a big play. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Going for the goal line, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They go right back to him. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years. The foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Throws it deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Taylor Tyler wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run the option. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Mississippi State right back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's trying to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a give to Durham. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the 1st down, and we want to get it now.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Right back to the well. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Levin. He slings it deep to the left. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Wants to bring it back. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Bothwell again. Makes it past the marker. At the 45, on his way. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Quarterback will keep it. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Might have a chance. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead.
Set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Might be calling a hot route. They'll start on the ground with Durham. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 15 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the home team looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Taylor wants to throw. Punts it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a give to Bothwell. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Still running at the 35. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Durham one more time. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Turning it on. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Shakes off the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
This offense typically really good in these physical situations, running the football, getting first downs. They got stopped on this play. Interesting decision coming up here on 4th down.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
This guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Handoff, Caden Durham. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On the option. Quarterback keep. Now the toss. He breaks a tackle. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but...
Third and 6 yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, here's Durham. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The option look. The pitch. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. A designed run for the quarterback. There's a crease. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
At the 46-yard line, it's 3rd down.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Taylor wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Going for it all. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Lowers that, just dismissing tackles. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a 3rd down.
And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Here we go. Ready.
He'll set up to throw. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
My goodness, you're backed up, just trying to give yourself some space on offense. Forget that. I'm taking this thing 98 yards to the house. You know what's nice? To almost break the 100-yard rushing mark in one play.
And the extra point was good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Bluff Bothwell again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on.